When it goes first, this isn't awful. Go play out the portal on red. I feel like I just played this hand. Alright. Tramway Station. Alright, well, we can start here still. Sacrifice it, draw a card for 4 mana, and tap it. That's pretty expensive. Potentially a budget option. Not sure. Okay. Take our red mana now. Get an underdog. Some stick here. Potentially going to get removed immediately. Nothing. Okay, they do nothing that cycle. Third land. They drop their own Fable, special art. Okay. We hit more land. Could attack, drop Braids. Could attack, drop, we're gonna get you down now. I think we can play you on black, probably. Black or red is fine here. Braids isn't bad because it does block. Okay, opponent drops 17. I think we'll try a Braids here. I think I like the Fable better, but I do like the idea. I think we decline everything here. We could drop the underdog, but it's good as an attacker right now. Alright, they get to draw discard off. We prefer to save the Paragon for a turn where we can play the Paragon and get something back immediately. Discard, what, 2 lands there? Yeah, Takanuma and another station. Okay. Epicure. Okay, that's pretty slow. Down to 18. Okay. Pick off Braids, fine. Now they get to attack and get their free treasure generation, which is a little more annoying. Okay. So we kind of need an answer to their Fable. So I think we're a little bit forced to drop our own Fable here. I think we can continue to attack, though. Alright, they eat it all. Play you out. Drop a Fable. Yep, it'll pay. Because we need to dig for an answer to their Fable. Otherwise, we're going to have some serious issues if we can't hit removal soon. Yep, they flip their Fable. They play out a Bankbuster. Okay, a little slow. And a Synthesizer. So they're hoping to hit land here. They do not. They do have the treasure token, though. Okay, they're still looking for land. Anvil, probably going to hit the bin this turn. And they are stuck on land. Okay. That's a good turn for us. Go ahead and attack. Are we trading here? I think trading is fine. It's one fewer thing for them to copy. We don't inherently need the mana. Like, what does 6 mana do for us? We don't have anything to play back anyway, so I'm okay with that. More Braids. We probably drop 1 Braids and 1 land here. We have all the colors we need. We at least need white, really. So we'll probably drop off this one. Okay. Infernal Grasp. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. So we can grass the Kiki Jiki. Let's see if they power up the Bankbuster in response. They should, but they might not. Alright. They do crew the Bankbuster. We hit an answer to the Kiki Jiki, which is pretty important. Getting close to copying things. Anvil actually doesn't do a lot without other artifacts sitting around. So we might just drop another Braids this turn. If we hit land, we could go Paragon, sack the Anvil, replay it, but we don't necessarily have... We're not necessarily going to hit a land this turn, so we'll just drop the Braids here. No attacks. Now we could sack a land. That's the most interesting thing to do. But I'm pretty happy with everything we have here, so we're going to go nothing. At some point, we might sack lands because I really can't afford to sack any lands. And then we just deal 2 damage and draw up, but I'm not at that point yet. We definitely could hit land and want a double spell this coming turn. Drop a Harvester, okay. That's enough blood tokens to pick off the Paragon, by the way. Eaten alive, alright. Braids goes down. It is exiled, right? Yeah, exiled, okay. Drop another Epicure. So be it, and they can still power up the Bankbuster, which is pretty annoying. And they have the ability to pick off the Paragon if we play it. So we want them to get rid of the Harvester before we deploy the Paragon, ideally. Well, backup Paragon doesn't hurt either. Okay. think we go no attacks here, drop the Paragon. They basically have to use the Harvester to kill it. And then we'll drop the second Paragon. We get a land. I forgot about that. That's not bad. Wonder if we could have tapped differently to also deploy the Anvil this turn. Probably didn't quite think through that. Let's see. Double white. Yeah, we could have manually tapped the Thrawn portal, I think, to keep open red. That would have been nice. They take a manual draw here. They do finally hit their fourth land drop. They're probably only running like 20, 22 land in this deck, super low to the ground. I think they have to pick off the Paragon with the Harvester. Yep, Paragon goes down. Okay. More lands, not terrible. I think we try to get value out of the Paragon while we can. I think autopay's fine this time. We want to replay Braids, I guess. We're getting low on life total here. We still don't have good attacks into the Bankbuster. So no attacks here, but now we can start sacking things. So creatures or lands is the question. Probably, we could do lands pretty easily at this point. Maybe we drop off the Thrawn portal finally. Let's see if they want to sack a land or not. Okay, they do. That's fine with us, really. Bottlenecking them on land isn't the worst. Now, at some point, we can start copying the Paragons, getting in for 6 damage a turn, which makes the clock really quick. As long as we don't die on the crackback. Could be okay. They're also not going to have probably any sweepers in this deck. One, the mana curve seems to be super tight. So I don't know if they run any 5-drops like Burn Down the House, and Meathook Massacre is gone, and they don't have a white for Path to Peril. So we might be fine on sweepers. They do take a draw here. That's pretty interesting, because that means they can no longer block with the Bankbuster, which makes our attacks way better. Backup Paragon and backup Braids. So probably copy the Paragon here and attack with everything. Play backup Paragon for 4. We need to make sure not to die on the way back. I think we're safe to start here. I think we're probably safe to attack with a number of these. So this is lethal. So they have to block this. And then we can play backup Paragon. To win, they would just need to pick off the Paragon and deploy a 3-power creature to power up the Bankbuster. That would be enough to win. So maybe we don't offer the underdog. We leave back one more blocker here. All right, let's do it like this. Take the trade there. That's good for us. That's real good. All right, I think we're going to get there then. And we gain life, which is actually pretty important. I think we'll go ahead and play this out. Sure. That's interesting. Submit. I think that's okay. Down to 7. Sure. Black is maybe red is fine. And then we'll drop this just because we can, but I think that's about game. Down to 6, we have 2 blockers. So I think we get there. We can always sack the Anvil to itself if we need 1 more life, right? 1 damage each opponent, you gain 1 life, so I think we're going to be okay here. Alright, they sack a blood token. Cycle away Roadside Reliquary. I don't think they get here. Oh man, we can sack this guy? That's pretty savage. That's a good combo right there. Down to 4. Man, okay. Synthesize, they drop, but too many things to answer. I don't think they can survive this turn. Need to pick off both the... They just need to do so much in 1 turn. I don't think it's possible. Yeah. Nice. Mardu. Grinding him out. Feels good. Well, it's an odd hand. It does work, technically. Alright, so we have to start here. Then go Thrawn Portal on red to get the Harvester down. Okay, gonna need 1 more land to get this all flowing. Comes the Harvester on the play. Esper. Esper Dread Fugue. Okay, well, they take the wedding announcement, I guess. Oh, they can take anything. They take the Harvester. Well, that's pretty dang good for us. And we'll whack him once for 3 here. No stick by the opponent. Okay. And get the wedding announcement down. Down to 18. Hopefully we can draw into some land, get the Paragons going. Triple Paragon could go a long way. Okay, third land. Rafine. An okay blocker. We hit the next land anyway, though. Are we attacking with both to draw? To lose a 1/1 token? I think I'm okay with that. I do like drawing. Let's go for it here. Okay. Take that block, sure. Down to 14, we drop another land, and we drop the Paragon, the first of many. We draw up off the wedding announcement. All right, more land's fine. Tap land, that's great for us. Don't have to worry about Emperor this turn. Okay, they want to attack with the 2/4. Just take the block here. I don't think they're going to have anything special to pick off the Paragon. Let's do it now. As in, no combat tricks per se. When it drops to 12, we are able to keep some pressure on. Fable. Probably just play another Paragon here. Let's start with an attack. Alright. The opponent drops to 9, playing out another land, and I do think we drop another Paragon here. Pull this stick, okay, end here. Make another attacker and flip. It's pretty good. March. Alright, that actually gets them a lot of life. Did I have to exile anything for that? And the Dread Fugue, maybe? Okay, fine. They go up to 14. That matters. Alright, they don't attack this turn, though. They leave back the 2/5. Okay. Another Harvester. Doesn't quite pick it off. We can attack here, though. Could attack with both. Shove through 4 damage. I don't think we need to do that, per se. So if we go Paragon this turn, next turn we can go double Harvester and pick off the Seer, potentially. Which I'm okay with. The question is, do we want to shove through 4 points of damage this turn? I think that's fine. Because they're not really going to have great attacks towards us anyway. They drop to 10. We lose a token. End here. Next turn we go double Harvester and try to pick off the Rafine if we can. Alright, they hit their 5th land drop. We're now starting to think about wandering Emperor territory. Lisa Forgotten Archangel. Okay. That's a card. Alright, they get in with their, now a 3/6. Okay. Oh, we'll take this block for free. That's fine. My turn. Or land. Okay. I think we take out Lisa here. You get -6, -6. That's pretty good. Get in for 4. When it drops to 6. End here. We have enough blood tokens to take out the Seer. Next turn, I guess if they attack, it goes up to a 4/7. Then it escapes, but then they don't have enough blockers back, so let's see what they do here. Okay, they march away one of the Harvesters. We still have 1 more to go. But we won't be able to pick off the Seer if they attack. But if they attack... Ah, interesting, they can't do it. Okay. 2 mana left open. So Kenzin forces in 2 more damage, which is actually crucial here. Okay, I think we go for this now. Yeah, I'm sure. Pay Ward 1. Autopay's fine. Okay, that actually went through. Well, we technically have lethal, so we can go for it. They'll probably pick off the Paragon because they had stick there, but I think it's okay. So let's see it. Now, these are actually 2/2s. We can play you back as land as well. Might as well do that now before they pick off the Paragon. Maybe they don't have an answer to the Paragon. Whew. Nice game. Good one. Opponent goes first. We got a pretty solid opening hand here. We go 1 for 1 the entire early game. Ooh, sleeper. All right. All right, settle in, folks. Here we go. Mono black. Mono black on the play with the sleeper. Underdog. Okay, pretty good. Interesting. Good, play this out. Anvil's really slow. They're going to hit us extremely hard after that. Next time we can play the Harvester. We kind of want to save the Harvester to pick off Shouldered. I think we go Underdog here. Well, if we go Harvester this turn, actually, we could potentially drop the Anvil and just sack the token immediately if we had to. Third land, if they go Liliana, it's going to hurt. Infernal Grass, yeah, that hurts. They're on the play. They have an aggressive start, and they get to level up the Sleeper. Whack us for 5. Down to 14. It's all tough. How good is Anvil Mega Blocker? It's only okay. We don't really have the synergies to make that work super well yet, so I think we're just dropping another Underdog as a blocker here. And we'll end. The good news is we can drop Paragon as soon as next turn. And so if they don't have immediate removal... Oh, they just go with the Underdog. Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to trade here. We need to preserve our life total as much as possible. Plus we can get things back with Paragon for cheap. Maybe they play a Trespasser post-combat. They don't do anything. That's pretty bizarre. So are we cycling anything here? This could be a good Anvil plus Underdog turn, actually. Rite of Oblivion is interesting as well. So I guess they really want to level up the Sleeper for 3 mana because they're stuck on land or something. Okay. Let's start here. And we'll go ahead and take this out. We don't have enough mana right now to do anything else. Alright. We're in this game now, I think. Yeah. They take the level up here, which is a pretty slow turn for them. Okay, that was great for us. Let's see if they hit land or not. If they have to force the sleeper draw just to hit land. I don't think we go blocks here. I think we sack our token and kill it next turn. Because they power this up, just make it a 4/4 and the draw card. So we eat 3 here. That's really good for us. They took their entire turn just to draw. Let's see if they hit land. They do. All right. But now we actually have some moves. So we have to imagine Shouldered's going to come down next turn, and we'll just Rite of Oblivion it away. So that's not awful. I think Paragon is only so-so this turn. I think we're just picking this guy off right now by sacking the token. It's not super mana efficient, but I think that's how it has to be. So we'll hit him first. When it drops to 12, we'll go ahead and Rite of Oblivion. Target you. And we'll sack the artifact. Create another blocker. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to do anything else this turn, so that is all. Life of Toshiro. Let's see. Target creature +2/+2. Target creature -1/-1. Gain 2 life. Okay. They had a great start, but they aren't the usual mono black deck. They're having a really awkward curve. They're playing cards like this, which definitely not typical. Underdog. Okay, Epicure Anvil's pretty good. Paragon just play things back is also very good. We need to save the Rite of Oblivion for a Shouldered, I think. I don't think we can do that. So we could go Paragon Harvester this turn. I think we have enough mana for all that. And if we're going to do that, I think we can attack here first without giving them the information of what we're about to do. They take the trade, that's fine. All right, let's just make sure we have, yep, we do have white or black and red open. Play out the Paragon, replay the Harvester, and sack the token. Very nice. Had a rough start, but we're in a strong position. They know that if they play a Shoulder, we're just going to Rite of Oblivion it and have pretty good attacks through. Okay, they pick off that. That's fine. Soul Trench of the Paragon. That's a great turn for them. But we're actually on the aggressive now, which is interesting. Probably go, yeah, Underdog plus Harvester. I think that's fine. Hit him really hard here. What does this do when it flips? You get a 2/3? That's not that scary. Drop the Harvester. Down to 9, make a token. Sack the token. Doing the thing. Whew. What a turnaround. We're not out of it yet, but it's a great turn for us. We have a lot of pressure on the battlefield now. Okay, they flipped this thing. This thing does not have lifelink, does it? No. Pay 1 life. Send this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. Invoke Despair, not that scary. We can drop you off safely. Lethal still presented. 10 to 6. They need a cut down. And even then, we have the underdog. We have a sleeper. But we have lethal here. So we just drop the underdog and attack and win. All right. Get it done. Yep. Good comeback from the mulligan. I was worried in the beginning, but that was a nice game for us. On the play with pretty good mana. Definite keep here. Start out with the caves. Probably go Sekensen 3, Thron Portal 3. Sekensen 2, Thron Portal 3. Tap land. Alright, probably enchantments. That's interesting. We don't have any synergies with it yet, so I think we drop the underdog. Yep, here we go. 3-2 acquired on the play. Rothman with the Spirited Companion. Does not block super well against us. More land. We're gonna need double whites for the Paragon. So we probably deploy that now. And get Wedding Announcement going. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and attack here first. Okay. Have to play you out on whites, I think. Yeah. Okay, fine. And we'll drop a Wedding Announcement here. So we don't currently have double black, which could be a bottleneck at some point. But for now, we've got really good mana. Play out a forest. Restoration of a Ganjo. Again, very slow. We'll need an answer eventually to the 3-4, but that's multiple turns away at this point. Okay. We do hit the more white and more black now, which is pretty good. Anvil's okay, but again, doesn't really do a whole lot this turn. Might be underdog plus Anvil turn. Let's start with an attack here. We can attack both. I think I'd rather take the draw. See if they want to trade. They don't trade. That's great for us. I think we're going to go Anvil plus underdog here. Just because I want to make sure we get value off the Paragon the turn it comes down, ideally. Let's not sack the Anvil yet. We could sack it to itself, but let's give it one more turn. Draw up. Okay, another Wedding Announcement's pretty good. All right, let's see if they ramp or get a, like a free companion down or something. They drop off a naturalist. They get back a free naturalist. Okay, that's pretty good. Does come in tap, so it can't block this turn. Makes everything cheaper, though. Let's hope for another slow turn by the opponent. It's a lot of mana with the naturalist built in. Visitor, okay. Hallowed Haunting. So it is slow, but a very powerful turn. They put the counter on the lifelinker, okay. Okay. And they flip the Aganjo next turn. More land's not what we needed this instant. So probably we'll sack the Anvil this turn, because we can deploy Paragon and replay it next turn. This is going to be a double Wedding Announcement turn. Can probably get in with everyone. Alright, things are going to get really interesting real quick, because Hallowed Haunting is about to pop off. They take it all, though. We deploy the Wedding Announcement. I think that's fine. And I think we do sack the Anvil to itself under the assumption that we replay it with Paragon next turn. It's a little bit weird. Probably looks weird to the opponent, but we don't have any other artifacts to sacrifice right now. Double draw. Okay. So now the game just got interesting. We would love a Rite of Oblivion. Pick off the Hallowed Haunting, maybe pick off the Naturalist. That'd be huge. They play out the Aganjo. Looks like they were debating that for a while. Potentially could have used it to pick off an underdog. They play out their own Wedding Announcement. Lots of triggers. This is a huge issue right now. We desperately need a Rite of Oblivion to pick off Hallowed Haunting. We do not have Meathook Massacre. Michiko's Reign of Truth. Wow. That's going to be a lot. It's going to be a big life total swing. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. 11-11. I'm definitely going to block that. Unfortunately, we were hoping to keep the Construct around so that we could manipulate it with the Anvil. But I don't think that's happening anymore. Another Michiko. Oh my god, everyone is flying. Is that game? No, almost. Oh, it is too. Yeah, 20. Whew. All right. Well, you got me. I wasn't able to put on pressure fast enough, so yeah, good game. Nicely done, enchantments. Next time. On the play with nothing to do till turn 3, you have to hit that third land drop or you lose. I don't love this hand. This is better for sure. We'll keep this. Probably put back one of the underdogs, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, we can do it like this. Alright, we can start here. The other hand could have worked out, but it's just like one thing goes wrong and you just lose the game. Alright. We can play you out, it's fine. Drop an underdog. Take 1 point of pain land damage here. Xander's Lash. Look at that artwork. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Mountain. Consider. Huh. Okay, so maybe this is heavy instants and sorceries, Galvanic Iteration, Evoke Despair type thing. We'll just play out this land. Probably drop Wedding Announcement this turn. Don't think we're really wanting to sack anything. Once we have Wedding Announcement down, we can start sacking tokens to Braids if we want to. Get the Epicure down. A lot of good things can come of this. Okay, they're pretty good on mana here. Do nothing. They have a counterspell. Could try Anvil plus Epicure. Do we have enough mana? Yeah, we have enough mana for all that. So let's start with an attack. Alright, there was Stick, so they're thinking about something. They let the attack go through, though. Alright, I think they're looking to counter something. So let's have them counter the Anvil, drop the Epicure, and then next turn we can sack the token to Braids. I like that play pattern. So let's see if they make Disappear or use like the Maestro's Charm hard counter thing here. Now to let that go through, okay. That's a very successful turn for us then. Okay, they have Braid the Anvil now, so we can sack it to itself. Sacrifice an artifact, yep. So we do still get the token. That's pretty good. I mean, that's an extremely solid turn for us. Then we drop Braids and start sacking creatures or tokens, whatever we want. Like, we're in a solid position right now. Plus, we have Infernal Grass for any 4-drop they play. Like, this is good. Okay, they hit that 4th land. Big score. That's super slow for them. We're going to hit them for a ton of damage this turn. Only 2 mana open now. Okay, they exile the underdog. That's pretty good. That does cut down a lot of the damage we're going to deal this turn. Backup Anvil is interesting. That or Braids is the question. I guess Anvil's better in the long game. We'll start with an attack here. Anvil's really quite good. It's funny they run a Braid, though. And we could probably cycle one of the Braids right now. Okay, we're lands. Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. All right, end here. Flip the Wedding Announcement. Draw up 4 2/2s. Lethal presented. We did take the mulligan. We're down to 3 cards, but our board state is impressive. We'll see if they burn down the house here, though. That'd be a good rally for them. Invoke Despair. That's not that scary. Resolve. Yeah, that's fine. We can probably drop off the Epicure. We can actually get that back with the Paragon. So I think that's fine here. We do lose the Wedding Announcement, unfortunately. That is an enchantment. Okay. So we could just go Hasty Underdog. That's 6 points damage plus the Anvil. That looks like lethal to me. So let's go ahead and try it here. A little bit of damage off the Pain Lands. I'm not sure I see any stick at all. Attack. When it drops to 1. And we sack you, and that's game. Sweet. Dude, this deck is fun. This is a solid deck right here. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. If you made it this far, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, and leaving a comment if you feel like it. It helps the algorithm of the channel a lot. Mardu Sacrifice. Man, this deck is sick. It's a lot of fun. There are just so many things that are going right here. First off, even without all the combos, you can have some pretty aggressive starts just with some 2-mana 3/2s in the form of the Underdog and the Harvester. That alone can push through some damage. But the combos are fantastic. Both the Epicure and the Harvester produced a Blood Artifact token, which can be sacked to the Anvil to get the Anvil fueling every turn, ping your opponent down, attack them down. The Artifact Blood tokens can also be sacked to Braids, and often the opponent won't have artifacts. You're pretty much guaranteed a for-free, no-mana investment. Opponent loses 2 life, and you draw a card instead of having to manually cycle the Blood token. So that's sweet. Then we've also got Wedding Announcement, which pumps out tokens every turn, which either can you use to attack things down or defend yourself, but also, again, these cheap little tokens can be sacked to Braids and either force your opponent to sacrifice a creature they don't want to, or again, lose 2 life and you draw a card. Fable, of course, insane value. In terms of removal, we have 2 Infernal Grass, which is just excellent in general, but also 2 Rite of Oblivions. You do have a lot of gunk sitting around that you can sacrifice, and this can remove anything, any non-land permanent, which is quite good, including enchantments and, planeswalkers, all that stuff. So this is very good. And then lastly, as soon as they deal with all that, and I think they've made it, by the way, Fable discards things, which is crucial for the next part, because then you drop the Paragon on them, and you play it all back from the graveyard, including things you had discarded to the Fable or whatever. It's awesome. It's a good deck. Now, the last time I played it, I did have Meathook Massacre in here, and that has obviously been banned, and so I didn't play any sweepers in here today. Meathook Massacre, I think, is quite a bit better than Path of Peril in this deck, because you often don't want to sweep up all your own crud that you've been developing over the course of the game, except for the fact that Meathook Massacre actually can serve as a machine gun drain effect. It's actually a win con in and of itself. Whereas Path of Peril is just a straight sweeper. But if you want to stick some in there, I think you could totally cut 2 copies of Anvil, which is really only great in combination with other cards, right? It's a rarity that you don't always get it popping off. So you could probably drop 2 Anvils and slot in 2 Path of Perils and be quite happy. Mana base is interesting. I do think turn 1 Epicure is very good in this deck, just given the combos with Braids and with Anvil. So I try to fit in as many untapped red mana sources as possible to go Epicure on 1. So we got 5 mountains, which is weird in a tricolor deck. So Kenzin is our only legendary land, and then Sulphurous Springs and Thrawn Portal both come down untapped on 1. And then we have some slow lands and Caves of Koilos as the paid land. So mana base is interesting, but I do think you need to configure it this way. If you're going to play Epicure in a tricolor deck, you need to make some effort to make sure it comes down on turn 1. So that's the deck. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.